Hold your hand up and look closely at the tip of your thumb. Out of the 8 billion people walking the earth right now, those tiny ridges and valleys belong only to you. Now, imagine rewinding 1,400 years. Back then, people who doubted an afterlife used to laugh at the idea of a physical resurrection. They would ask how a human body that had decayed into dust and bone could ever be put back together. The Quran addresses this exact skeptical question in a chapter called Surah Al-Qiyamah, or the Resurrection. The response given in these verses is striking. The Creator asserts that gathering scattered bones is only the beginning. The text claims he can perfectly reconstruct even the very tips of the fingers. This document shows a historical fingerprint classification card. Modern science eventually mapped out these incompressions to formalize what we now accept as biological fact. Every single human has a specific, individual uniqueness in their fingertips. The original Arabic text uses the word banan for these fingertips. By highlighting this tiny, specific part of the body, the text identifies a microscopic barcode of human identity. Think of it this way. If a system can handle the precision needed to map out the billions of microscopic lines that make you, then reassembling the rest of the frame, the bones and muscle, is a task already within its scope. The difficult work is in the details, and those details are already being managed. Let's shift from the physical biology of your body to something you feel on the inside. Think about the last time you did something wrong in secret. You probably felt a knot in your stomach, a sudden physical sensation of guilt. The Quran has a name for this psychological experience. It calls it nafs-e-lawama, the self-reproaching soul, or what we would call the human conscience. In the first 2 verses of this chapter, an oath is sworn on the day of resurrection, and immediately after, another oath is sworn on this human conscience. The text places these 2 concepts side by side. That inner voice operates like a built-in truth detector. The text frames it as a mercy, a gentle alarm system placed inside you to prompt you to course correct when you stray from your own values. Just like the ridges on your thumb, this internal moral compass functions as a deliberate part of how you were built. This raises a central question. If we carry physical proof on our hands and psychological proof in our minds, why is the concept of an ultimate resurrection so often pushed away? The chapter offers a psychological diagnosis. It suggests the issue isn't always a lack of evidence, but a desire to continue living exactly how we want today, without having to consider the consequences of tomorrow. Avoiding accountability often manifests as mockery. The text describes sarcastically asking, so when exactly is this day of resurrection supposed to happen? When the future is uncertain, our current choices don't carry as much weight. In this light, denial can be a way to protect our immediate desires from being challenged by the idea of a final accounting. The chapter answers that mocking question by widening the lens. It shifts the perspective from our internal psychology to a grand cosmic scale. It describes an initial phase where human eyes are dazzled and paralyzed in sheer shock by what they see. This diagram illustrates the first cosmic breakdown mentioned in the text. The moon loses its light, becoming a void. Then, the normal rules of the solar system break down. The orbital lines collapse, and the sun and moon are joined together. Verse 10 captures the immediate human reaction to this sky. People will look for an exit, realizing there is nowhere left to hide from what is happening. The message is that the power behind this final judgment is a reality that cannot be ignored or mocked away. Let's bring this scale back down to you. The same power that oversees this cosmic reset is the one that designed the unique pattern on your thumb. The force that guides the movement of celestial bodies is the very same one that placed a moral compass inside your chest. This level of consistency in design suggests a reality that we are meant to prepare for. The next time you feel that sudden knot of guilt, don't just push it aside. Listen to that inner alarm and reflect on where you are heading before the day of resurrection.